Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm Moonblast, and today we'll be playing another game of Risk, Global Domination. As you can see, we'll be playing on the Europe Advanced map, which always makes for insane gameplay, you know? Go ham, let's go! I know, right? Yeah, and also after the last game, I looked in the settings, and I saw that you could turn off the tips, so... That, yeah, I had a feeling, I was like, wait a minute, you could definitely turn these off, and I was right, you know? So not a big deal. But seriously, this is literally an S tier map. No alliances though, that sucks. But this is an S tier map all day long. You know, it has such great gameplay. Well, there's a bunch of continents, so everybody can get a continent. And it's just all the continents are really well connected. I should probably look where I want to go. Honestly, I don't even know where I want to go. Dude, we're kind of screwed in this game, man. Holy cow. Like, I lost a whole bunch of troops before my turn even started. Which sucks. It's very interesting that the blizzards have cut Orient completely in half, which kind of sucks. It really prevents anybody from being able to take Orient, and it reduces how well this map is connected. And a well-connected map is always helpful. However, it makes it easier to take North Africa, which is true. I'm not sure what I want to do, actually. Usually I like to go for Orient. That's like my favorite place to go. Where is Red going? No, Red probably just wants... No, Red's leaving Russia, okay. Yeah, we just lost an insane number of troops on our first turn, which kind of sucks. Should we try to take North Africa? Good. You still have to defend it at 2 spots, though. Which kind of sucks for such a small continent. Yeah. I mean, Yellow's looking pretty strong at the moment. Is it me or is that Bart Blitz name sound familiar? Yep. I agree with Green's decision. Actually, are they trying to go for Oh, wow. Okay. Why did they lose so? They did not need to lose that many troops on their first turn. Wow. They should have been a little bit more relaxed about it. I don't know what they were actually trying to do there. It looks like they're trying to take Orient, maybe? I don't know. That was kind of strange. I thought they were going to destroy all the troops on the southern half of Orient and then try to take North Africa. That's what I would have done. It's just like, when a continent is cut and completely in half like Orient is, it makes it a lot more difficult to hold because your armies aren't able to support each other. Well, Yellow's gonna get a strong lead, that's for sure. I suppose I could try to take the Russian Empire. Obviously not my favorite place to go, but it is what it is. Yeah, Yellow's gotten pretty impenetrable at this point. Well, I guess let's go for the Russian Empire, I suppose. I don't know. I think Green wants Orient, so hopefully those 4 troops will move out of the Russian Empire. And the Russian Empire is a good bonus, you know. It's just that the blizzards on it don't help literally at all, you know. Yeah. Where is Red trying to go? I don't know, they're losing lots of troops. I guess they snagged up, the Dinaric Alps, you know? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Alright, hopefully Green moves those troops out of the Russian Empire. Obviously, when you take a bonus as big as the Russian Empire, we'll be attracting a lot of attention, you know? Hey, I didn't want to be greedy, right? I didn't want to be greedy. It's just that... It's just the way it turned out, you know? Like, very nice, they moved out. Ooh. If we can get a cavalry... If we can get an artillery in our next turn... Not our next turn, but the turn after that, you know? I'll feel comfortable taking the Russian Empire. No, I'm not gonna put a huge border build up with Green, because if Green wanted to sabotage my border, they could do it anyways, you know, so... We'll just try to, you know, stay relaxed with our before we put our troops. Hopefully we don't start anything. Obviously, Yellow is getting really big. Oh no, is Yellow gonna take Scandinavia? Oh no. Wow. Wow. Dude, Yellow, you're being so greedy, my man. Like, I know that Iceland in the British Empire is only worth +5, but it still looks greedy even when you take a bunch of little continents, you know? I don't know, should we take the Russian Empire on this turn? It might be seen as greedy, man. I suppose we could try, though. Hey. Wait. What are you doing, Green? Wait, I actually missed part of the Russian Empire. Wow. No, I realized it right at the end, you know. Well, obviously it wasn't glowing the continent color. Oh well. Did we get an artillery? No, we didn't. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh well. Hopefully, Green got pissed. I wasn't even... They thought I was going to attack them, but I really wasn't, you know? Well, the thing is, like, Yellow looks like they're expanding really big, but once Pink is able to take West Africa, Pink will be looking really strong, you know? And... You know, I think we'll be doing alright for ourselves. Ooh. Well, Green just got Orient, you know, we better get our continent. It is true. Yeah. Well, we lost a ton of troops before we were able to even play on our first turn, you know, which kind of sucked. The Russian Empire isn't my favorite just because of how many territories. It's literally undefendable, you know? There's just too many territories that it touches to be able to defend the whole thing. Yo, when yellow gobbles us up... No, I wouldn't say that yellow has won the game yet. Everybody's like saying, well played, yellow won. Brothers, yellow hasn't won just yet. You know? Yo, if yellow could start a war with someone, that'd be great. What are they waiting for? I'm not sure. Obviously, we're just gonna get 3 troops on our next turn. I think they're trying to get... No. No! Spam greedy in the chat if you haven't... Okay, we got 4 troops. Okay, that's nice. Spam greedy in the chat if you haven't already, because that was like embarrassingly greedy right there, you know? Like that's like secondhand embarrassment greedy right there. Like, how do you snag up that many continents on one turn? Like, you're literally begging to be sabotaged, yellow. And if somebody wanted to, like, blue could easily sabotage through all of your continents, you know? What are people laughing at? Ooh. Ooh. Actually, nope. I don't think anybody's gonna bother yellow. If yellow can get away with this, they'll win. Okay, red. Red, you're our last hope, my man. You gotta sabotage yellow. Hey, man, you gotta sabotage yellow, my man. That's a big bonus. That is a big bonus. Why would you ever put those troops right there, my man? No way. Come on, bro. Put them in Prussia and sabotage yellow. Bro, they're just hunkering down? No. All they did was just hunker down, dude. Yellow got greedy and everybody let them. I mean, I'm in no position to stand against yellow. I mean, like, green's too far away to do anything. Actually, they're not. They have 1 troop in Poland. Yellow, it's all up to you, my man. I mean, green, it's all up to you, green. Like, if you don't stop yellow, no one will. Ooh. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, dude! Good job. Good job. Green did what no one else was willing to do, you know? The problem is that on yellow's next turn, yellow's gonna destroy all those green troops, and then green literally physically won't be able to sabotage yellow. Yep. Like, obviously that slowed down yellow, but we're not out of it yet. The thing is, like I said earlier, yellow's continents aren't that big, you know? Look at that. A +2 and a +3 is all they have left at the moment. That's smaller than me, you know? Hopefully green sabotage will distract yellow from wanting to sabotage us, you know? And then we can grow big. Obviously, like I said, yellow's gonna destroy all the green's troops, and green won't be able to sabotage yellow anymore, you know? Who will step up to the plate to sabotage yellow? I don't know. Does Denmark even touch the Berlin continent? I don't know. Like, if it... What did yellow just do? No, yellow did not just sabotage me, man. Alright, you gotta be joking, dude. I can't stand up to yellow. Man, yellow's stealing my continent from me. They're afraid. Yellow's afraid of my power, basically. Well, this was not a good Europe Advanced game, boys. Like the whole like the greatness of this map is the ability to prevent one person from getting way too big, but will blue stand up to the plate? No. Blue, you're literally bordering yellow, man. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what blue... Like, I don't know who else blue thinks will stand up to, you know, yellow, because somebody has to. You know? I mean, everyone's, like, basically doing their little continent snag up at the moment. While I get none. Yep. You know? Ooh. Aw, man, green could have still sabotaged yellow. Yep. Yeah. Well, the reason yellow sabotaged me is because they knew they could get away with it, you know? And obviously they didn't want someone with a +7 continent bonus directly on their border, which makes sense. It really does, you know, it just sucks. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're green, you might as well take North Africa, you know, because all the continents are getting snagged up as we speak, you know? You don't want to be late to the party when it comes to snagging up a continent. What are the odds that pink sabotages yellow? Hey man, if nobody does it, we're all doomed. I mean, pink has one troop left, you know. Oh, that's smart, you know. Yep. Pink did not want to get blocked in, you know, that's really smart. Would it be hilarious if I destroyed pink's troops? It depends, right? I personally would destroy those troops if yellow wasn't so big, you know? Cause I just think it's kinda, you know, when you block someone in like that, they're forced to attack one of their neighbors. The problem is that yellow is so big, you know, to where we just need people to attack yellow. Actually, let's do some math. 6, 10, plus 12. I mean, red has +8. Blue has plus... No. No, dude. Dude, if yellow destroys those pink troops, really, they're not going to. Dude. It's just ridiculous what yellow's been able to get away with, you know? Ooh. Oh well. Come on, blue, do it! Do it, blue, come on! Yes, dude! Taking it to yellow like they deserve. Keep it going, man. Keep the train going, you know. Keep it going, bro. Keep the train going. Huh? Huh? No. You gotta keep the train going, bro. You gotta... Okay, so it... Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, they did. Very nice. There you go. Obviously, they missed Iceland, but that's not that big of a deal. Like, if you're gonna sabotage something like that, like, you gotta get all their continents, because they're gonna be coming back for blood, you know? At this point, I feel comfortable enough kicking, completely blocking in pink, because, you know, the yellow problem has been taken care of, you know? Yellow was growing egregiously large, you know? And you will get punished for your greed and risk, you know? People can see right through your greed, you know? And you'll get punished for it. It's as simple as that, you know? Right. Like, yellow has to be a new player to be that greedy, you know? Yeah, makes sense. Like, they were so greedy, you know? Like, if you're playing in a game with 5 other people, right? The odds are pretty great that at least one other person will stop you, you know? And green did a little bit of damage at first, but then blue finished the job, you know? I'm really not worried about blue getting too big. I'm really not, you know? Like, yellow was getting away with it for a while, but I'm really not too worried about blue, because blue is directly bordering, like, pink, you know, and yellow. I don't know, does Trieste touch Venice, you know? I don't know. I'm gonna destroy those pink troops, and pink is gonna be pissed as hell, dude. Yep. Dang. Well, the reason I'm going to destroy those pink troops is because I want pink to attack either blue, green, or red, you know? Obviously, they'll be coming for blood, you know? Obviously, though, I don't want to lose too many troops attacking pink's 7 troops, though, so I might actually leave them alone. Obviously, actually, you know what? After blue sabotaging yellow, yellow might pull its troops out of the Russian Empire, so then I can actually hold it, you know? If that was true, that'd be amazing. Yellow's like, well, Yellow's like, how did I get here? There's no way this was my fault, you know? And the reality of the situation is that this is literally all Yellow's fault, you know? You took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continents, you know? You'll get punished for that, you know? Really? And I was hoping that Yellow would have taken those troops out of the Russian Empire, but I guess not. Yep. Yellow is getting completely just demolished for their crimes, you know? No. Okay, good. I was gonna say, Blue, don't take another continent, you know? But they didn't. You know? It's like, don't take Central Europe, my man. You know? But they didn't, you know? It is nice seeing Yellow pay for their crimes, you know? Basically, Yellow's just gonna basically just get destroyed at this point, you know? Like, completely and utterly obliterated. Me, when resisting the urge to destroy Pink's 7 troops, I do really enjoy blocking people in because it forces players to attack other players. The problem now, though, is that Red left their continent right there completely unguarded, you know, which means that if Pink really, really wanted to, they could attack all the way through and leave a bunch of troops. However, that'd probably piss off Pink. That'd probably piss off Red. I don't know. I don't know how Red would. I don't know how Red would respond to that, you know. Yeah. Green's like, wait a minute. Purple doesn't have the Russian Empire. I can attack him. Yep. Well, I wish we had a continent. I wish we had a good card bonus, you know. I mean, technically, pink can still... Pink, red, and green can all farm cards in North Africa, you know? Yo. Is pink kind of doing some good, though? How pissed would pink be if I destroyed all their troops? I'd probably put it in the very category. Like, very... Yeah, maybe we shouldn't bring too much attention to ourselves, you know? Well... I don't know. Did yellow leave? Oh, they're still here. They're still here, alright. Hey, yellow, can you, move those 13 troops out of the Russian Empire? Or, I mean, if you don't feel like it, it's fine, you know? You think red would destroy me if I destroyed all of pink's troops? There you go, my man. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, they didn't move all of them? No way. Haha. Take that, pink. Haha. Dude, pink is so pissed right now. Pink's like, what have you done to me, man? Pink is like, what have you done? Oh my gosh, dude. Blue's gonna finish off yellow, dude. It's a befitting end, you know, it's a fitting end for yellow. You know, they're so dirty, dude. They left 6 troops in the Russian Empire still, you know? I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe they thought maybe blue would go from that direction, maybe? I don't know. But it's just like, I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything, obviously. But obviously, in Brisk, if you start a grudge match with someone, you gotta end it. And blue is ending yellow, you know? That's just the reality of the situation. At the moment, we are still really, really low on troops. We have to be careful, you know? We have 5 cards and we're really low on troops. I could see red destroying us on this turn. I hope they don't, though. But red really could destroy us, and... you know... that'd be it. Dang. Come on, baby. I need that content. Oh my gosh. Eastern Europe is a +8. That's actually pretty insane. Dude, I thought red was gonna eliminate us on that turn, you know? I really, really did. I seriously thought they might have ended us on that turn. Pink's like, brrr. You know, pink could actually end us, you know? Oh no. Is pink gonna come for revenge? Oh, wow. Dude, I thought they might. I really thought pink was gonna do it, you know? Yellow's like, how did I get here? No way this is my fault. Yeah, would it be a fitting end if we destroyed yellow? It would be, but let's not get too big, right? Let's not attract too much attention to ourselves at the moment, you know? But obviously, when blue destroys yellow, blue is going to be... Actually, do they have enough troops to destroy yellow on this turn? Yeah. It doesn't actually appear so. I mean, they did. It's just that they didn't set enough troops down next to yellow to actually destroy yellow. Really? They're gonna let yellow survive. It's not the issue of destroying yellow that's the problem. The problem was that if they took another continent, do you know how much attention they would attract? Literally everybody on the map would be attacking blue. And blue wants to avoid that. At the moment, we're still really weak, you know, so we have to be careful, you know, that we don't attract, you know, a lot of attention. Yep. Pink, red, and green are all just farming cards of each other. It's actually pretty nice to see, you know, it's nice to see. Well, pink's... I would not be surprised if pink sabotaged blue. That's the whole point. It would be amazing. And luckily for us, red put 18 troops back in Greece, which will prevent pink from from being able to destroy us. Because, you know, I think pink was probably considering it, you know. They were, like, seriously considering destroying me. It's just that they didn't want to piss off red. Yep. Yellow left the game. It makes sense, you know. They got completely and utterly obliterated on the field of battle. Yep. Actually, maybe those 3 troops there will do some good. Let's pull them back. In case blue wants to take Scandinavia, we'll just pull them back. You know? Well, the thing is that I don't want the computer being able to sabotage me, so that's why I did that. I don't know. Blue's gonna finish the job, so I didn't need to sabotage, yellow like that, but it's okay. It's alright. You know, we got our card. Hey, nice. Got a +10 card bonus coming up. No, blue's not gonna take Scandinavia. They're just not. It'd be way too greedy, and it wouldn't be worth the risk, you know? You know. Yeah, I mean, red could sabotage us, and there's nothing we could do about it. Obviously, the thing, though, is that, it's actually kind of nice, because red does not actually doesn't need to farm a card with us. They could just stay and farm the card spot with pink and green. But they're farming cards with me so that I have a spot to farm cards, which is actually pretty nice of them to do. Yep. Yellow's greed got punished. Obviously, blue is really big, but blue doesn't have the most number of troops on the board, not even close, you know, so obviously they'll be growing fast now, but people will take note, you know. People are paying attention to how big blue is, you know. And blue will get punished for being that big, just like, you know, just like yellow was, you know. Dude, what if we took Central Europe? Be interesting, and we could get away with it. We actually could. Should we give... Yeah, we should give blue a spot to farm cards, you know. Oop. Well, they just took Scandinavia. Yo, should we try to take the Russian Empire? Yo, should we? Or would that be too greedy? It would be greedy, but would it be too greedy? Let's look at blue's bonuses, shall we? +4, +4, +4, that equals 12, +3 is 15, 17, plus 20, so... No, it would not be too greedy. Would green allow it, though? I don't know. I don't know. The thing is that green likes farming cards up there. I mean, they don't have to farm cards up there, though. They could farm cards with green and red. I mean, pink and red. Oops. Obviously, green didn't mean to leave 5 troops up there, so I'll wait one more turn to take Russia. But I really, really want to take Russian Empire. Go ham! Ooh. Nobody wants to farm cards with pink. Yo, why is nobody farming cards with pink? That's weird. Like, y'all need to be farming cards with pink if you're bordering pink, because that pisses people off when you block them in like that, you know? The thing, though, is that red and green can farm cards with pink. They're just choosing not to. I don't know why. Ooh. I think pink will punish blue for their greed, you know? Because there's no reason to be that greedy, you know? There's just no reason to, you know? Well, there you go. Red's like... I mean, obviously, blue took another continent, so red didn't have a choice. Is blue mad because of how greedy they are? No, blue left 11 troops in Prussia, so they did that on purpose, you know? Yeah, no matter what green does, I'm gonna take Russia on my next turn because I want to be able to build up a bigger army, you know, than we have at the moment. No. No. Green has plans to take Russia too. You know? When that attacking animation took forever. How pissed would Green be if I destroyed a bunch of their troops to take the Russian Empire bonus? They'd be pretty pissed. I think pink will be the one to do it. To sabotage, you know, blue. Ooh. Blue. Blue took the initiative, but they didn't need to. That's interesting. All blue had to do was sit there and do nothing and they'd win. And nobody showed any intention of actually destroying blue, so I don't know why they did that, you know. Obviously, you gotta take the initiative, true, but... you know, it's peculiar. Who will stand up to blue's greed? I mean, I would take the Russian Empire, but I don't want to piss off green, you know, is the problem. Because we'll need green in the war against blue coming right up. Yep. Red's getting ready for the offensive against blue. Although, I don't know if that was necessarily the best decision on Red's part, because pink might just decide to escape through red, you know. You never know. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully, pink uses all their troops to attack, you know, blue. Ooh. Green is giving me Russia. Very nice, very nice. I will need Russia in the war against blue. Nope. Pink is pissed as hell, dude. They're coming for blood against blue, you know. You shouldn't have messed with pink, blue, you know. The thing with greedy people is that they don't know when to stop, you know. They don't know when to stop, and they get punished for it greatly. You know? Ooh. They're gonna fortify all their troops next to blue. Yep. They're coming for blood, man. Y'all shouldn't have done that, my man. Yo, was green giving a thumbs up to pink for sabotaging blue, or were they giving me a thumbs up for taking Russia? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously my bonus right now is actually really, really big. Blue's just gonna beat up pink really, really badly. What they're going to do. Why did they leave 10 troops there? That's strange. What are they doing? Splitting up your army like that's one of the worst things you could possibly do in a situation like this. Because... like, blue must be insane in the membrane, you know, because, because Pink knows that they're not gonna win. Pink is coming for revenge. Pink's gonna use every single troop they have to do as much damage to blue as possible, you know? And the fact that blue is trying to defend North Africa, I mean, not North Africa, West Africa is just insane, because blue's gonna tear through the rest of your continent. You should have used all your troops and attacked pink to reduce their number of troops as low as possible, and you could have gotten them probably down to about 10 troops or so. That'd be significant because it'd be able to reduce the amount of damage that pink would do to your continents. And then you should have fortified 20 of your troops into Gascony, so that pink wouldn't be able to pierce through the rest of your continents, you know? Blue, your mistake will be your downfall, my man. Because pink is going to destroy you as much as they possibly can. And they have a full 68 stack right there, so you're gonna lose all your continents. Oh, green's taking the initiative already, too. You see, when someone grows too big, everybody pulls them back down. It's the natural order of things, you know? It's the natural order. You know? Greed gets punished in Risk. Sometimes it pays off. Like, it's happening exactly the way I predicted, Blue. Like, pink is gonna tear you up as literally as much as possible. And you thought that you wanted to defend West Africa? It's just madness, my man. It's just madness. And honestly, Blue's troops are so randomly spread out throughout the map that Pink is still in the game, man. They really are. Obviously, if Blue used all of their possible troops, they could damage the heck out of Blue, but... Should we stay neutral, or will the other players not respect us staying neutral? I don't know. So we don't want to... Guys, I'm just staying neutral for this one turn, you know? Don't even trip, you know? Well, the thing is, if I destroyed a bunch of Blue's troops, Blue could attack and destroyed both of my continents, you know, so... I didn't want to take the risk. Should I have, though? Probably. Other players don't like it when you sit out battles, you know? Wait, why did Pink leave 34 troops in the back of Iceland? They should have gotten those out of there so they could be immobile. Well, luckily for us, Blue is going back to their greedy ways. Obviously, they have to destroy Pink, but obviously, look at how many continents they hold, you know? Like, people are gonna sabotage Blue all day long, you know? Green's pissed at me because I haven't been sabotaging Blue. Yep. Yeah, I can't sit out the war against Blue, you know. I mean, the game would move faster, though, if I didn't sabotage Blue and just let Pink get destroyed. That is true. Yep. By sitting out the war with, Blue, it pissed off, Green. What? Huh? Green sabotage Red as well. This was an unforeseen chain. This is an unforeseen event right here, you know? Well, it looks like Pink's ready to go out with a bang, you know? Yep. Farewell, Pink. Farewell, Pink. You had a good run, Pink. But Blue comes for us all, you know? Well, I mean, I have a lot of troops. I can easily fight in the war against Blue, but, you know... I guess we'll see what happens, you know? Wow. Like, Blue, you're too big, man. You're just too big. Well, I don't know why green decided to sabotage myself and red, you know? Like, blue is still a massive threat, you know, so... Obviously, blue is just gonna like, you know what? Purple, if you want to farm cards on my continent, fine. Well, that was not good. You know, red's gonna be farming cards on us now instead of blue. Yep. Green's like, wait a minute. How did me sabotaging purple and red not make red and purple want to attack blue? No. What in tarnation is happening, you know? I don't know. I really don't know what's happening on the map right now. What is green trying to, you know... What are green's goals? I don't know. I think green might actually want to take Russia. I don't know. I liked having Russia, though, that's the thing, you know? Should I have entirely sabotaged blue? Maybe, but I've been pretty friendly to blue so far, you know? We'll see what happens. I was gonna say, blue, like, your continent bonuses are huge. All you literally have to do is mind your own business. Green's like, bro, guys, sabotage blue, guys. Red's like, brrr, why won't that purple guy attack blue, you know? Actually, the areas next to me are pretty undefended, you know, from blue, so blue feels that green is a bigger threat to them than I am. Either that, or they know that they couldn't defend against me even if they wanted to. Bro, don't attack blue, not me, my man. Ooh, wee, you know? Ooh, wee. When I don't even get a single continent at this point. Dude, they'll respect you if you sabotage blue. Okay, fine, I'll sabotage blue a little bit, guys. Don't even worry. Don't even worry, guys. Hold up. Is green taking another continent? Yo, should I just go take Scandinavia like it's not a big deal? No. What Green's plans are to... Yo, how big are Green's continents? Kinda big. We need to relax in our war at the moment, you know? Perhaps scare... I don't know. That might have just escalated things with red too much, or maybe they won't attack me anymore, I'm not sure. So I don't want red just to destroy me and have that be it, you know? Like, red, I just want you to stop sabotaging my only continent, you know? Obviously, red does not want to piss off blue. But still, my man, it's my only continent. There they go. Red, those 129 troops, you know, changed red's, you know. Ooh. Red's army's moving out. When red and I have to defeat both blue and green, yep. Blue and green have both gotten super greedy. Because green's gonna take the Russian Empire on this turn. You know? Both green and blue have fallen to greed, you know? They've both been corrupted by their greed, you know? Hey look, it's 11:07. The Baylor Oklahoma State game will be starting soon. That'll be fun to watch. Yep. Green's like, honestly, I think it'd be hilarious if Green took the Russian Empire, you know, so I'm all for it if they want to just take it, you know. Very nice, very nice. Yo. Blue just got a plus 40 continent bonus. It's interesting, they don't show the continents anymore like they used to. You know, when it told you the bonuses. Ooh. Blue is taking revenge against red. That's interesting. Good luck! When someone says good luck, it means that they're going to use all of their troops to attack you and destroy you. That's what it means, you know? If someone ever says good luck, you're dead, bro. You're dead. Blue is going to use every single troop they have to do as much damage to blue as possible. The problem is that we're not strong enough to stop, you know, green, you know? They're going pretty slow if they're going to use every single troop they have to attack blue. Yeah. Yeah, they weren't certain that that was the decision they wanted to do, you know? They weren't like 100% convinced that that's what they wanted to do. Interesting. Well, they backed out. They backed out. If someone ever says good luck in the devil emoji, though, that's game. Yep. Green's plan is to grow really, really big and grow really, really fast so that they'll be strong enough when it comes down to the final 1v1 of green against blue, you know? Hopefully green's greed will be noticed by blue. Ooh! Blue's taking the upper hand against blue, you know? Because obviously blue's continent bonuses are huge. And green's taking the... Oh, shoot! Green was too slow, dude! Yikes, you know? Is green gonna sabotage? Is blue gonna sabotage green? The thing is that blue's armies are all over the place, you know? Yeah. I mean, blue, you gotta retaliate, no matter how many troops you lost. Yep. Yep. It's just like, you just have to do it, blue, because green... Well, green and blue have gotten into a massive war, which is gonna cost them both a lot of troops, you know? And I mean a lot of troops. Yep, destroying all those... Are you kidding me, blue? You really, really needed to destroy all those green troops down there, you know? That would have been really good to have gotten that just out of the way. There you go, red. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yep. That's exactly why you needed to destroy all those troops, blue. Yep. Yep, green's getting the upper hand on blue because blue's troops are in all of the wrong places, you know? They're just randomly dispersed, you know? If only green had more time to finish off blue. You know, because blue's still gonna get still has 4 continents, you know, so... That's not ideal. I mean, I could do something about it. I could, but I won't. I'm gonna let this war between... Why did green make the angry face? What'd I do? They're probably pissed because they're stuck in the war against blue. The problem that the mistakes that green has made is that they haven't gotten rid of blue's big continents, you know, so blue has been a player like every single part of this game, you know. And like, rest in peace all the green's continents. Yep. Well, it looks like blue might come out on top over green, I don't know. You know, because just green has failed to get rid of blue's continents when they've needed to. Obviously, blue still has 47 troops that they'll be able to use. So, we'll see what blue can pull off. I mean, we'll see what green will be able to pull off against blue, you know? See, we have diplomacy at work right here, you know? And green can do... Actually, green might be able to take the upper hand. If green just moves quick and fast, they can knock out all of blue's continents. Now, why on earth did green put those troops there, you know? It makes absolutely no sense what they just did. Yo. It looks like... green gave up... Green doesn't want to fight blue anymore. Wow. Huh? Well, as you can see here, green is pissed because red and I didn't participate in the war against blue, you know? And this is very common, you know, because green's like, come on, dude, I did all of the hard work, you know? Like, literally, green did all of the hard work against blue, you know? Green did all the hard work. Yet, they're gonna lose because they lost a ton of troops attacking, you know. You know, blue. But... You know, that's just the way it is, my man. Obviously, blue is just gonna wipe out green now. You know? Well, down tumbles green, boys. Ooh. I mean, I guess they don't have to, I guess blue doesn't have to do much, do they? You know, because they have the massive advantage, contents-wise. Very nice. Red has... Green attacking us, you know, made red want to join the war against blue. If you look at the troop numbers, you'll notice something very interesting. Since now red, green, and blue have been attacking each other, we're looking pretty good. No, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good troop-wise, aren't we, boys? You know. Yep. Diplomacy is extremely important, you know, in Risk. Because, you know, we've been very peaceful with everyone so far, and as a result, they've all been destroying each other. Obviously, we don't want to attract too much attention to ourselves. You notice all the players in this game so far have attracted literally so much attention to themselves, but they all got punished for it, you know? If green left the game, that'd be so amazing. Nope. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. They're gonna use all their troops to attack blue. Now you've done it. I am joining the war against green, boys. There it is, boys. We couldn't let, you know... We couldn't let green bully us like that, though, is the thing, you know? Yep. What are blue's intentions? I don't know. Dude, this is a four-way battle, and it's not very often you see one of these like that. Green was pissed that I wasn't participating, so that's why they attacked me. And well, I am in it. This is a world war if I've ever seen it. It's just like red is pissed at blue, and I guess green hates blue and myself. Yep. Obviously, green will sabotage the heck out of me on their next turn. Wow. Red only has 36 troops left. You know, red's a goner, man. Yep. And red used them all against blue. I love seeing it, man. Obviously, blue will wipe out red on their next turn, most likely. Obviously, green's gonna go next, though, so... Green's gonna sabotage the heck out of me, and blue will destroy red on their next turn, probably. And that'll put us into the final 3. I don't know, or will green just say my bad, and, you know, my bad. Because green did attack me first, man, so we'll see. Is green dedicated to finishing it? To be fair, we could, you know, we could afford to lose a lot of troops attacking green, because green is really, really big. I'm really, really big, but it would even out, you know? Yep. Good luck. Should we do this? It must be done. There we go. If blue could finish off red, that'd be amazing, you know? Your doom comes for you, green. Hey man, green shouldn't have sabotaged me. Yep. Man, this is one of the more crazy games I've had in a while, you know, so... Oh. You know, they are gonna finish off red on this turn. If they move fast enough, that is. No, they got time. They have time, man. The problem is that we just literally pissed off, you know, green really, really badly, so... I mean, we pissed green off like crazy. Will green come for revenge against us? Probably. But they'd have to attack through blue to get to us. I don't think they'd mind. I don't think green would mind at all attacking through blue. You know, actually, if I was blue, I would have moved those 36 troops out of there, you know, because, I don't know. Yep, green's gonna attack through me they're gonna attack through blue to sabotage me. Oh no. A final 3 we're in the final 3, but the problem is that green hates me. I would like to point out that green started it. Are they just gonna use their whole army against me? Well, that'll finish things off quick, because... That'll do it, you know? That's what happens when a grudge match occurs, you know? That's just what happens when a grudge match happens, you know? Green hated me, and they just wanted the final 3 to be over with. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, I could have seen that coming all day long. I guess you could say my diplomacy ran out, you know? Obviously now, blue is gonna finish us both off. Oh, that's game. That's game. Hopefully blue finishes off green before me, you know? It'll be more satisfying that way. But they're gonna finish me off first, probably. Well, it looks like blue's greed paid off. It did, you know? Well, it's really common for players, you know, they're like, you know what, this game has gone on long enough, I just want to take second place and go home, you know, basically. And that's what happened here. Green just used all their troops against me just because, you know, they wanted the game to be over with, you know, and they hated me. I would really like to point out that Green sabotaged me first, you know? Like, Green started a conflict to get with me, is the thing. That's all I'm saying, man. I mean, I guess I could have been more peaceful about it. I mean, you had to look at the situation, right? I mean, I didn't need to destroy... I mean, we really didn't need to destroy those green troops at all, though. Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. Well, I mean, it wouldn't have been a big deal if green hadn't sabotaged us, though. But obviously, green started it, but I escalated it. That's a pretty good way to, you know, to phrase it. And green got insanely lucky, because they had a decent number of troops less than us when they attacked us, you know? They really did. Obviously, there's 1 minute turns, so blue, you know, is only able to attack so many territories on one turn. It might take them, you know, maybe a few turns. Obviously, they're building up their defenses because they don't want to get pierced through, but it's almost bordering on dragging the game out. We'll see. No. Blue. Oh, blue. Please don't flex anymore, my man. Hopefully, they were just building up all of their borders so that nobody can pierce through them. You know? You know, that'd be great. When green is savoring the moment, they really are. Dude, green savored that so much, man. You know, they just savored destroying me, dude. When all of our territories were conquered, basically. Should I title this game Don't Get Greedy on the Europe Advanced map? You know, why the heck did green stop there? They should have kept going. They had 21 troops, you know, they could have gone into Georgia and did a decent amount of damage, you know? I don't know. Yeah, blue is kind of flexing. They're doing this weird thing where they slowly encircle you and gobble you up, you know? I mean, it makes sense. They're doing this because they don't want green to be able to puncture through any of their openings. But I don't know, it slows the game down a little bit. Obviously, it takes extra time if the other player pierces through one of your openings, but still. Obviously, they should have gotten rid of Eastern Europe, which would have slowed green down a little bit. Basically, the super slow getting gobbled up is what, like finish is what's happening right here. No, blue's really not flexing, they're just kind of being slow about it, you know? I mean, they're just kind of savoring it, not a big deal, I suppose. It is kind of interesting to watch, just slowly getting encircled and destroyed. Dang, Bart Blitz had 1,907 hours played. It's interesting. Maybe they figured that I was going to destroy them and just take second place, so they just decided to destroy me and take second place. I did put my full army next to their border, didn't I? Yeah. I shouldn't have escalated the situation of green like that. That is true. Oh. Oh. When blue could have ended the game. Yeah. Oh. When blue just got caught flexing in 4K. Kind of. There you go, blue. There you go. Well, anyways, you know, there was a lot of lessons to be learned here about greed, you know. Unfortunately, blue, you know, got the dub, you know, so I guess their greed paid off, you know. Although they were really aggressive too, you know, so they kind of did deserve the win, honestly. Expert, master, master. Good game, everybody. Good game. Honestly, Bart Blitz 33, that name does sound kind of familiar. Well, anyways, that game was fun, you know. It had a lot of action and not much stagnation. Well, not really any stagnation at all. Well, anyways, I've been Moonblast, and I'll see you guys in the next game of Risk Global Domination.